Hello there, welcome to a stream. We're going a bit early. It's only 37 past 3 here. We are 23 minutes early. Is this the earliest we've ever been to a live stream? I've let a bit of the sunlight through, so I currently look like I am rising from above, and that's probably going to go in a minute when the sun nips behind a cloud. But we gather here today. Not only is it my birthday, thank you to all of you that have been giving the birthday wishes in the comments, in the chat, and also, before we get to Lego Star Wars, I woke up to 100 subscribers overnight. Most of which are, actually it's not that many, but most of which are due to the repo short. You really love the repo build. So to celebrate my repo short being the third most video I have put out on this channel in the last 5 years. Well, you can only really see videos from the last 2-3 years, but to celebrate that, after Lego Star Wars and the whole May 4th, don't know what's up with May 4th this year, but after that's over, we will be playing Repo on a live stream on this channel. Don't know if we'll be solo in it or if I'll drag my fiance in for a little duo. I think duos is so much easier than solos. Let me bring up the chat because OBS is finally working. I did manage to patch OBS. The problem was actually with my computer. I just had to update my graphics card, which, you know, is almost as good as turning it off and on again. But today we are here to be taking a look at some Lego Star Wars news. They've technically already unveiled everything before the stream. We are still gonna watch along the stream in about 52 minutes. So we'll wait for everyone to file in for that. But as you can see, I'll just show you a few of the different tabs that we've got. We've got the Falcon, we've got, it's everything. Everything is already out on lego.com and we've already looked through the images, but we will be looking through it some more. We've also got some rewards, but as you can see, 15 days, 8 hours, 20 minutes and 45 seconds. That is it until May 1st. It's May 4th. It is the May 4th season, but it does start May 1st. We perhaps need to May 4th. It can't be May 4th. So before we get into this, as it is my birthday, I thought it'd be quite good to run through what we've got. For any of you that do make this live stream, I won't make you wait till the end, especially for the Lego Star Wars sets, but there are going to be a few things built. Now, over the next couple of weeks, we got Star Wars Celebration this weekend, when we're going to be playing the complete saga all weekend long and hopefully completing the game. I think we've got plenty of time to do it whilst talking about what is revealed. Then we've got, before long, it's May 4th, basically. But today, being my birthday, I did get some Lego Star Wars. And if you watched yesterday's video, which come out less than 24 hours ago, you'll know that we went to a little shop, well, we didn't get this cake, actually, but we saw it in there. And would you check it out? Inside is my little sig fig. How cool is that? But this is something that I built yesterday. What I got today, we'll start small and work our way up. By no means a small set. Quite an expensive set, actually. I got the ARC 170. I won't turn this into a video. This is exclusively for you guys watching this stream. So check out the ARC 170. I was going to pick it up May 4th. Now we've got plenty of room in the £145 that is now confirmed for the third gift with purchase. And I will spoil. There is a second gift with purchase. Well, actually a third, but we've got the poly bag, a second gift with purchase, and the set. I called it, Lego always do 3 gift with purchases. So we're going to be buying a ton of key rings now to improve our other minifigures, especially C-3PO. I really hope that comes out May 1st. Might wait later on this year, alongside the ARC 170. All right, this is where we jump up just a little bit, because my parents got me, actually. We'll look back to parents in a sec with one of the sweepstakes that would be really nice if we won. A 1 in a million chance of that. Anyway, I got R2-D2, which means I have to pick up C-3PO at some point. Maybe 3PO can be added to our May 4th. We'll have to check what the sale is of 3PO when it comes around to May 4th, actually. I've realised I've hidden chat. Let's see how many people are sliding in. But I'm going to have to pick up 3PO because it goes so well with this R2-D2. But that is not all. We've got one. Sorry, members. I'm going to have to cover you just for a second because the third set is even bigger than the last two. And that is the Dark Falcon. I have been absolutely spoilt today. I'm so excited to build all of these. On top of the May 4th purchases, we're building good for the next couple of months. It's a good thing I'm not picking up anything in June, but I have a few other sets as well that you'll be seeing over the next couple of weeks. These are the big three, and I'm just still so amazed about this. I can't believe how many little Easter eggs and bonuses are inside the Dark Falcon, or also on the back of the box that they didn't include in the show. We just saw it land. A bunch of Sith characters popped up. And actually, I do have a little... Come on, you hatters. Next year, hoping for a duel on Mustafar diorama. Can we wait till next year? Can we get it this year? I am working on improving that. Shout out to all you in the comments, by the way, giving me different ways I can use the Lego light bricks to light up the lava. We will be revisiting that. I don't think I can wait. I might be doing it tomorrow. It looks like OBS is working with a chat as well. Lovely. But I will be improving the Mustafar diorama with the use of some orange Lego light bricks, which I've previously restored one of these, but I got a little gift from Lego, nothing special. Lego didn't reach out themselves, but you may remember the last time I ordered a part through Lego's replacement, they gave me a Force Ghost in a bag. It was meant to be Qui-Gon's hair, which was actually bagged up separately with an empty bag. So I thought I would leave this around and let you know that the two missing tiles from the Ahsoka set that I got, the second Ahsoka set when we built the giant base, are present inside of the bag. Not a Ziploc bag. I don't know how Lego decide whether you get a Ziploc one or just an open one, but I got the tiles and can finally add them to my storage bins because, well, they're not needed for the modification we built. If you do end up picking up two Ahsoka dioramas, pretty expensive to be picking up two. The minifigures really don't work hand in hand. Maybe you can add Thrawn to your Rebels display, but you do get a few triangular tiles to spare. Oh, Palpatine's arrest. We're still rumoured. I tell you what, I've got a hats off to you, chap, because you somehow managed to predict. It was someone in particular. I'll try to find your name, go back through the other live stream, but you all predicted that Snowspeeder, that rebuild the Galaxy Snowspeeder like a week ago. A couple days, Reddit finally had it pop up. So I don't know if you saw it first or somehow we got the debut here on the Master Moldy channel and Reddit have nicked it. But I really, really am excited to see the Snowspeeder because we could get a Christmas Snowspeeder to go with the AT-AT. I think that could be pretty cool. Lego wasn't the only thing I got today for you, t-shirts. Oh, my fiance did actually find these little brickhead thighs, but they're 300 pieces. These little figures. We've got Vader, we got Yoda, we got BB-8, and there's also a Trooper, which is downstairs because I'll probably end up building it today. But these are going to look really cool next to our Lego brickheads. And also, someone did reach out about the brickheads that we saw at the shop yesterday, so I might be heading back for a few of them. Of course, birthday meals, when it gets to birthday meals, there's only one option. You saw 2 weeks ago, we made shorts on the Minecraft movie McDonald's collectibles. And I can't remember which ones they are. If you are in the UK, these numbers do apply. So number 5, let's take a look at what number 5 is. We do have 4 different collectibles now. Not all of these were got today, but the first time we got it, the codes have been spent. So don't stress out trying to pause this when I flash off the codes. We have used the codes. They're only able to be used once. So number 5 in the UK is this Big Mac burger, which actually looks pretty nice. I do prefer the skin, and it would have been nice to have got the skin, but we'll come round to this burger again in a second. Next up, we have number 2, which based on the card on top seems to be Birdie Wings. I don't know if that's the official name of this McDonald's mascot, and I've got to remember this so they all go back in their boxes. Yep, there we go. We've got the little Birdie Wings mascot with the Elytra wings on the back, fitting Elytra wings on Birdie Wings. So we got Birdie number 2, Big Mac number 5. Next up, we got number 6. Let's have a look what number 6 is. I think this is the potion. I'm gonna hedge my bets, and it doesn't look like any of the other ones. There you go. We've got the Potion of Fizz. This is every McDonald's fizzy drink crammed into one potion. And we've even got the old plastic straws. Rest in peace to those plastic straws. But this is number 6. So we've got Fizzy Potion, Big Mac, and Birdie Wings. And then the last number we've got is number 4. So If you are keeping track, so far Birdie Wings has been number 2, the Big Mac number 5, the Potion number 6, and number 4 is the Fries helmet. I think this is my favourite. I do really want to pick up the zombie Hamburglar. Hello there, George. Burger Block with mine. Also, happy birthday. Thank you very much. The Burger Block's quite cool. I will admit, I would have loved there to be some sort of hidden. Maybe if you opened it and there was a little gherkin on the inside, that could be quite fun. But we've got fries, we've got a burger, and we've got a potion of fizz, which is every fizzy drink combined. Lego have just given us a meal, a McDonald's meal inside the adult McDonald's meal. I thought that was cool. You get the burger, fries, and the fizz. And then the other ones we are missing is we got Birdie Wings. We're missing the Hamburglar, which is a zombie. Completely went over my head the first time I saw that. So zombie Hamburglar and also the Grimace Spawn Egg, which my cousin's also looking out for. So definitely going back to McDonald's at some point soon. Again, McDonald's, Lego Star Wars. It wouldn't be a complete day without some Funkos. Yesterday we picked up Lando. Lando hasn't yet gone on the shelf behind me because there's not too much space, but I guess Lando can have his home there. And speaking of my cousin, aunt and uncle also picked up, look at this. So this is 766, R2-D2 and Princess Leia hologram. First, straight away, I've seen all those videos of people adding lights to the Mustafar scene of Anakin and Kenobi. There's 4 screws on the bottom of this. I might be tempted to unscrew it. I'm an out-of-box collector and I don't mind unscrewing them to see if I can work. That's hollow. That layer right there is hollow. I really want to know if I can put a light just underneath Leia. And if any of you have seen any videos of someone trying to add a light to Leia, please send them my way. Share them over on Instagram, DM me the link, and I would love to try and put some LED lights in this. You've probably even got enough space to add a little battery port in there as well. So that was really cool. It came with a backdrop as well. Look at that. The backdrops are usually, you know, Rebel logos, nothing too special, but a nice little logo. This has the Death Star in the back. So I was proper chuffed with that. And now, I think it's time, it's close enough, 10 minutes to. We got 40 minutes before the stream to take a look at all of the Lego Star Wars releases. Again, we're probably going to see these through the stream, but it's nice to have a little look through them and talk about them before we get that far, because I don't know what else. Lego have unveiled everything. You can see the other gift we purchased just behind the Slave One, and I will be trying to get all 3 of them, staying up midnight at the end of April to try and get all 3, as I'm sure most of yous will. So I will be bouncing around in the comment section of videos, but here we see all the sets. The 8080 driver isn't new. I wonder if they've only shown other new builds. Hello there, hello there. The big question is, how good is the Death Star going to be? I have chills for that. UCS Death Star. I was talking about this earlier with a few family members. I don't think I'd be too disappointed if the Death Star turned out to be slightly bigger than the one before, but cram-packed with so much more details. You know the other little one, if they like maybe even just double the size of that, it's about double the price, 2.5 times the price. So, oh, no problem. Also, actually, live streams don't have subtitles, so I wonder if YouTube are going to work that anytime soon. But back to the Death Star. I want it to be big, but I also want it to be detailed. And after taking a look at the ARC 170, the gift we purchased is only 2 of them. Hopefully we can find a link to that later if I haven't opened it. But also for events, we are getting a May 4th build, May 4th make and take, which has been revealed, not by Lego yet. We've got one beforehand. Thought I'd make you all aware. 11th to the 19th of April. All this week. Is that on the entire week? 11th to the 19th during opening hours. You can build an egg. It's probably to do with the pick a brick wall, actually. I'm sure there'll be some of these bricks on there. But thanks to our friends over at Brick Fanatics. Look at all this. A whole lowdown. If you do want to see images and get prices, thresholds, I mean, we've got for the little threshold, £35, $40 or €40, and 145 or 160 for the other one. And then one of them's given away with the set. Still hope to pick that one up, but I don't think I'm picking up the translate this to English and see what this says. All right, let's run with it. Let's see what it says. But this is the make and take for anyone wanting to build it. And I think it's actually pretty good. I don't think it's half bad. All right, hopefully this is this phrase best be good. Middle of it, everyone knows. Oh, fair enough. I'm sure if you were to type that back and forth a few times, who knows what you'd end up with. But Grogu, we've had in years past, Yoda, Vader, Leia, you know, most of the characters. Grogu is quite fitting, a little bigger than Yoda, isn't it? Is Yoda like 4 studs wide? So Grogu's ears are like double the size of Yoda's, but proportionally, I'm sure that works out. And this is Grogu Make and Take, available on May 4th in LEGO AMS and EMEA stores. EA Sports. Does anyone know what these letters mean? They're just letters to me. If you're in Munich on the Disneyland Paris, you also get to meet the set designers that are signing the UCS set. But I don't know if they're only for the UCS Fire Spray. We will be talking about that, the UCS Fire Spray. What happened to the Slave One? I realise now we have all made a massive, well, I've made a massive mistake. You haven't made any mistake. I've made a massive mistake with that though. And free Grogu headband. I'm sure that's a little paper one that hopefully looks a bit different to that one. But that's available May 1st to the 5th. As with the passport stamp, I'm going to have to go to Stratford later this year, see if I can sneak that one in. And also a little art card. Quite nice to see they're giving a few other things. I wonder if this would be... No, that's not the coin, is it? Do we think that's going to be the coin? Made quite a good coin. But we've also got a few LEGO Insider Rewards. We've got the pencil case. We've also got a poster, and then we've got a lenticular coin, which is similar to the Vader one that I showed off in yesterday's video. Right now, if you want to go over to Do I Support a Football Team? Do I support a football team? I don't know if the camera will focus on this. I don't know if you can see this. Over in the UK, West Ham United. Yep, has to be. Come on, you Irons. Not done too well recently against Liverpool. Weren't a bad half though. Weren't a bad second half. But right now you can enter for absolutely free into a few different giveaways. Hello there, Kyla. Luton Town. Luton might be coming up anytime soon, but you never know. There's hope for them yet. All the improvements Luton did to their stadium, I do feel a bit bad that they're trickling down, but you never know. Not the end of the season yet. There is still definitely hope. So the first bundle is an Ewok, a pencil case. I think that's either a notebook or a metal poster. I have the Yoda metal poster, which is quite nice, and then they've also got the Revenge of the Sith brickheads. How cool would that be to win for absolutely 0 points? And then same goes for 10,000 LEGO Insider points. Subscribed. Oh, thank you very much. Another birthday subscription. I still can't believe 100 subs overnight. We are so close to 5k, and I am working on that. I realise I've now got Vader's tie and the Luke X-Wing mech. The difference is for 5,000 subscribers, for anyone new, I am building a Vader's TIE Fighter that transforms into a mech, hopefully like twice the size, if not 4 times the size of this one. So I am working on that from the other stream, and I tell you what, it might be out sooner than we first expected. You can also win one of 2 signed LEGO Star Wars Jango Fett's Starship. Jango Fett's Starship? Are LEGO going to call everything a Starship? Because the only problem I have with it is we take a look at some of the LEGO sets that are covered in Minecraft toys from my birthday. Right, we have this set, let's not cover up too much. Arc 170 Starfighter. I mean, I guess clone Starship. Which one? There's too many of them ones. And then we take a look at Han Starship over here, which is actually Darth Dev's Starship. Who owns the Dark Falcon? Because you've got a load of Sith. I would assume Dark Dev. I keep saying Dark Dev. It's actually Darth Dev. I'd assume this is Darth Dev's Starship, but they've called it the Dark Falcon, which is actually a reference to Legends books. Really like that ship. So, Jango Fett's Starship win against Derby on Friday. Hopefully it'll give us luck. Well, good luck. I will be cheering you on. And same goes. I think we're one spot, West Ham, again, above relegation zone. So we want to be winning our next game too. So I'll be cheering us both on. Here we go, the stream that's still got like half an hour on it. But yeah, let's jump ahead to the Starship. Jango Fett's Firespray class Starship. Did I watch the Minecraft movie? Yes, I did, and I've done a stream on it, a video, but I did really like the Minecraft movie. Some of those songs, especially the Lava Chicken, they've been stuck in my head. I cannot get them out of my head, no matter how long I listen to them. Between that, you've got Lady Gaga's song still going around in my head, and then all the way back, Lego Movie 2, this song is still going to get stuck in your head because it's still stuck in mine. Jango Fett's Firespray class Starship, it's right. The thing I have with this is it's right. It's not wrong. Will you cheer Luton on? I will be cheering Luton on to stay out of relegation. Especially all the money they've spent. Come on, you can't relegate them twice. No. Even if it takes a little bit of charity from the other teams, keep them up. Keep them up. Give them a chance. Jango Fett's Firespray is right. But at the same point, it's the slave one. It's the slave one. Visual dictionaries, it's the slave one. Do you know, canonically, as far as the movies and that are concerned at least, I'm not entirely sure about all the Legends comics, because I know Legends Boba definitely refers to the ship as Slave 1 at some point, or Slave 2, Slave 3, because then he had like a Slave 4, which was completely different to this. But the only person canonically that referred to this ship as the Slave 1 is Aurra Sing. It's not even Jango. My mind was blown. This is some Mandela effect. I'm going to have to do a video on all the Mandela effects because I could have sworn Jango calls this the Slave 1. But when I think about it, why would Jango call this the Slave 1? If you've named a ship, you'd always refer to it as the ship. You'd never call it by its name again. It's a bit like when we're talking about this set. I say this set. I'm not going to keep saying Slave 1 every time. But the fact that LEGO have dropped it, if we check out the nameplate as well, how close can we get in? It does say Jango Fett's Starship. You have to take my word for that, as opposed to the Slave 1, because Luton Town are staying up. I really hope they are. I really hope they are. And if they are, you can trace it back to this moment right here, where all the magic happened and we made it happen. Yeah, we're all cheering on Luton Town now. But Aurra Sing is the only person in Star Wars, in the Clone Wars actually, to little Boba. She tells him to get back to the Slave 1. Obviously, canonizing the name from the old visual dictionaries and all that. No doubt it was a Hasbro set that first named this the Slave 1. That's how it seems to happen in Star Wars. But Aurra Sing was the only person to name this the Slave 1. So the Firespray class ship is correct. But that would be like saying, I guess the Millennium Falcon's definitely called the Millennium Falcon multiple times. And some ships like the X-Wings, have the X-Wings ever been called X-Wings? Are they Rebel starships now? It's odd that it's only Lego. That's where I think my problem comes with it. We got a Slave 1 in the Micro series. You might remember, well, I don't know, many of you will remember. This was years ago. We unboxed a little Micro series Endor Leia speeder bike. Honestly, the best one I could have got, and I've never opened one since. But the Micro series, they call it Slave 1. We've also got... We've just had so many different toy Slave 1s since. And the fact that LEGO have dropped the name... Yeah, it's a bit odd. It's different with Slave Leia, as everyone refers to her. I do like the Disney take, the Disney approach with Hutt Slayer Leia. That sounds badass. Hutt Slayer Leia, the Hutt Slayer. I mean, maybe she should probably kill another Hutt or two before she's a Hutt Slayer, but hey, hello there. Thank you very much. What games do I know on Xbox? Oh, specifically for Xbox, I don't know many. I've never owned an Xbox because owning a computer, it gives me access to most of the games. Maybe not all the games yet, but when Xbox Pass comes to Steam, that'll free up the rest. But yeah, Fire Spray class starship. They're not wrong. Lego are right. Jango, Boba never called it the Slave One. It was only Aurra Sing, but it doesn't roll off the tongue, does it? Jango Fett's Fire Spray class starship. And imagine trying to fit that on a UCS box. Slave One or Fire Spray class starship. They have just named it Jango Fett Starship. That works. Like I said, Han Solo starship for the Falcon. We could get Plo Koon starship instead of saying Delta 7B or whatever modified version that Plo Koon flies. Starship is much, much easier. And at the end of the day, Lego get a lot of backlash when they get it wrong. If they'd have called it the Slave One, they'd have got countless backlash from the general population, let alone the going to cheer on the Hammers if I cheer on Luton. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal. Next thing you know, a few seasons down the line, we'll be battling each other again where Luton have come up. Either that or, dare I say it, West Ham going down. No, that's not going to happen. Luton have got to meet us in the Premier League. But yes, I'm in for Luton to stay up if you're in for West Ham. But yeah, the Slave One, I guess if Boba and Jango never call it the Slave One, there's no need to have it on the box. Starship is just a safe bet. So I can appreciate Lego at least calling it a starship, not just a spaceship or a ship. At least go with the correct, with the right part. But it is, it's odd. It's odd, is it? We got a few more images at least, which nothing we haven't seen. I mean, we haven't seen the back. So let's take a little look at the back. That big dish on the top is what really interests me. Because what is this in the middle? It splits the dish, but it looks like some sort of split pin. If you've ever done crafts at school, you'll probably know what a split pin is, or maybe I'm just too old and you do everything on MS Paint now. But your split pin is a pin you push in, you split, and it has some sort of rotation. So I want to just be able to flick it and it just go spinning rapidly. I think that would be really cool. Derby on Good Friday, yeah. I have to see if I can watch that then. But besides that, we have actually seen maybe the figures. Check out Jango rocking the brand new rangefinder and those printed arms. I'm almost certain those printed arms are going to be available in the playset later this year. As for the jetpack, canonically the accurate colour, dark grey. Maybe could have gone with a lighter grey. I wonder if that's also the same metallic grey that Mando's is. That'd be interesting to see. Boba's hair. They've given Jango Fett hair. I remember seeing that on the box. Oh, there we go. We can see Jango just in there. That piddly little head with the hair, which we have also, here we go, added 3 seats. Check this out. The 20th anniversary. A few new people in chat. 3 seats in the 20th anniversary Slave One. I might be making a separate video on just how to do this and how to make the most of the space, because I do think that is really cool. And this is honestly the reason I'm not picking up the UCS set, because the 20th anniversary set looks so good and doesn't take up as much space on my desk. These are lethal though. These are not pushed in all the way because I'm afraid I'm going to take my eye out. Let's try and get some of these sets onto the background. I don't feel like I'll be building them for too long, so let's just hope I don't need any of these parts during this stream, because once these are up here, it might be a bit... Look how many drawers. I can't even access these big ones on the side here either. That takes up the whole background there. Do I have the McDonald's toys from Minecraft? Do I have the Minecraft toys from McDonald's? I was a word ahead. I do. I have 4 of them. I showed them off very, very briefly earlier, but it's a good thing to bring them back out. So I have the helmet. I have the bird. I have the fizzy potion. And I also have the Big Mac. So we've got a nice little meal for Birdie Wings. Is this character called? I never remember the Minecraft mascots. Well, I say that. I remember Grimace and the Hamburglar. And Ronald. Rest in peace. It seems they've dropped Ronald, but maybe that's something to do with it. Got all 6. Oh, nice. Home against the Saints. Yeah, hopefully we've got home advantage. Hello there, Gingerbread Studios. Thank you very much. Arsenal or Real tomorrow? Arsenal. Got to go with the fellow Premier League. However, if you're asking me about who's winning the league, Arsenal, they're a bit... I feel sorry for Arsenal fans because they come so close And ever since, I mean, they've not exactly come close this season, but they aren't too, they're second. They might be 10 points, but that's like 3-4 games. That is quite close when you're coming up to the end of the season. We tried to help against Liverpool, but Liverpool tried to help against Liverpool. Van Dijk putting the ball in his own goal. Chopper, I tell you what, I don't think we've seen any of these. Well, we got the logo. Any of these sets outside the box. So Chopper looks really nice. And now that I've got R2 in the background, non-league Kingstonian fan here. Hopefully we all win. As long as we're not playing each other in the chat, hopefully we all win our games this week. Arsenal always bottle the Prem. They find a way. When you think it's under lock and key. Well, not always, but a lot of the time they do. Chopper looks real nice, and I like the fact that you've got the little head, like nods, little. I guess more when the arms are out, but I like the little accessories that come on this. Same with R2-D2 behind. You can take a look at the back of the box. Check that out. You've got all these accessories that they don't fold out like the big one, but you can pop them on and off. So you like pop off this plate here, and then you build out. You probably even need this plate to add the accessory on, but I am so excited to build this. Might have to do a May 4th marathon. Just go live for 24 hours building all the Lego sets we get. It's a lovely day, isn't it? This right here is all natural sunlight. Normally I have the big light on when I'm recording the stream because you can never rely on sunlight, but I felt like opening the window today, just letting all the sunlight in, and then having to turn this light up to make sure you can actually see me. Star Wars logo has been hoping the U-Wing would be a pre-order. Oh yeah, I forget about the pre-orders. Does a pre-order still get the gift with purchase, or does second again, third season in a row? Ooh. Do pre-orders get, no problems, Kyla, cheers for hanging out. Do pre-orders get gift with purchases? I don't think they do. I think you have to order it. You have to place the order. You might be able to contact Lego on the first and, see what they've still got in stock. But Star Wars tend to sell out pretty quick. So we've got the logo on pre-order. I assume most of these are probably going to be pre-order. Not this one. The Jango Fett Starship, Slave 1, does come out on May 4th. Unless you're an insider, you do get it May 1st, and you also get that keyring with it. I was hoping that would be a second gift with purchase. I'm surprised they haven't given that as a gift with purchase, but it makes sense. It is Slave 1 related. It's like the Venator patch and keyring with that chopper. Chopper looks nice, and also comes with, I assume, the same chopper that came in the Ghost, which is all the way... Where is Chopper? Here you are. So it does come with the same chopper that came in the Ghost and Phantom 2 set. You were down solid. I must have put someone else on top of the chopper. So the figure is a really good figure. Maybe some leg printing. I think that's going too far with Astromech. That's going into gift with purchase. UK price for the Camino training, £145, $160 and €160. So £145. That's the same as the Ark, the Eater and the U-Wing, if you don't have those three. So Happy predicted the logo will have little ships instead of minifigures. You were spot on with it, George, because right underneath here, there we go, right underneath the T and the S and the T, we've got a little Tantive, a little Star Destroyer, and see this little dish here is actually half of Tatooine, which does make it incredibly better, but it would have been nice to have seen a few other little ships being built as you go. That one's the one that everyone's going to be able to see pop off the top. R's got enough space. Maybe a Super Star Destroyer to be hidden. Little studs for different character scenes as well throughout. Digging the Star Wars sign, wish it would come with some minifigures. Look at the W. You could have got 1 minifigure, 2 minifigure, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minifigures hidden inside. Could you imagine though if this set comes with like 2 minifigures hidden inside the letters? We've been going on, so it's ever since Harry Potter got the hidden minifigure with the Diagon Alley set, we have been going on about hidden Star Wars minifigures. This would be the set to do it. Imagine, pre-orders, they still do well. It's a Lego Star Wars set. This is going to sell because it does look pretty cool on display with other Lego Star Wars sets, especially you know, a few of you, the AT-AT UCS set with 2 of the helmets and the Star Wars logo, followed by a few Imperial helmets with the UCS Death Star, is going to make an awesome display if you've got the space for it. But I don't think it's going to be as popular as any other set. So it's on pre-order, doesn't do well, and then suddenly, you know, 2 to 4 days to deliver it, maybe May 2nd, May 4th, everyone starts hitting social media. Oh, the hidden figure. Oh, the bonus minifigure. And it's someone like George Lucas, you know, not just a Vader, Luke common minifigure like Harry Potter did. But imagine if this comes with a hidden minifigure and then suddenly Lego shelves empty. You can't buy this set anywhere because everyone wants that secret minifigure. That'd be awesome. Our match is your 12:30 kickoff Friday. All right, I have to make note of that. That's not bad. That'll be before the stream as well. Star Wars Celebration is coming up. It's this weekend, isn't it? So we'll be able to talk about the game Star Wars Celebration, dependent how it. Maybe we won't want to talk about it. Hopefully we will. Hopefully there'll be some results. But yeah, the Star Wars logo isn't too bad. It's looking good, but I just think £60. This is going to be one you see on shelves in Smiths or, you know, your Target, Walmarts for the next couple of months until they have a really big sale. Maybe even on sale straight away, because I've noticed Smiths here in the UK, a lot of city sets are going a couple quid cheaper and are selling really well. They are selling super well, but they're being a couple quid lower upon release just to beat all the other stores. Jango Fett's helmet, I think I will be improving Boba Fett's helmet when I remember that I've moved it up a shelf into this, adding a few slopes to it and mixing it up. Play Derby on Friday. Watch it, Luton fans. Yes, we will be. I won't go live for it, but I'll definitely have it. And yeah, come back Friday, 7 p.m. So a couple hours time on Friday. We'll see. We'll see how Luton have done. But Jango Fett's helmet, it looks... The improvements, I think it is that slope piece. So different to Boba and Jango's. Boba had like an extra panel here, whereas Jango's is all built in. And I think it's the angle of that plate. It makes it so sleek. We've also got Kylo Ren's helmet. It's warming on me. I have to apologise. It is Fromania Bricks. Hello there. Digging the Star Wars sign. We should come. Oh, I did not realise. I did not realise that was your comment. Welcome to the stream. But it's warming on me. It's warming on me. The Kylo Ren helmet. It's warming. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm happy with my Boba, Trooper and Rex helmet. But Kylo Ren helmet is definitely warming on me. That I'll say for sure. Command Shuttle, that does look like it's worth the 60 quid. It is at the higher bracket that we wanted it. It would have been lovely if this was a little cheaper. But if you didn't pick up the playset still holds up. It's a little bigger than this. How much bigger? How much bigger because the playset must have been like £100 set when it came out around Force Awakens. How bigger do you think the playset is compared to the MIDI scale? Surely the MIDI scale's got to be smaller. It's only like 4 to 6 studs wide at the base, but those wings, because they've built it closer to scale and not just oversized the cockpit to fit minifigures in, surely it's got to be like 2/3 of the size. That'll be an interesting comparison. And then we have the U-Wing that we're all waiting for. It would have been nice to pre-order, but they're making us wait, making us want the gift with purchase. So £145, £60, you could get 2.5 of these and get the gift with purchase. 2 might be a good investment. It's definitely not advice from me, but the engines, we need to improve them. As I said, you've all been given recommendations on how we can fix the engines. We are going to be working on that when we build it. Might even improve them straight away, depending on how long the stream takes. But I'm liking the figures. I'm liking the figures from it. I checked out M&R's review of this. Really happy he got his hands on it before anyone from LAN. No offense to him. It's not an anti-LAN statement. I'm just happy I got to see his opinion on it. That interior, they fit one minifigure in, but this is a Lego thing. This is something across all Lego sets. 2 U-Wings and 5 Luke keyrings. There you go. I'm going to need a few Luke keyrings to improve my old pilots back from like 2010. But I really like the interior purely because it's got space for 1 minifigure, but potential to 3 to 6. For 3 to 6 minifigures to fit, depending on how wide it is. I'm pretty sure there's 4 studs here. with the bar connectors and that, but I don't know with how thick these doors are, if it is 4 studs or if it's 2 studs with a little bit either side. So at minimum, you can fit 4 minifigures in there, but potential for 6 minifigures ain't far off what we see in the show. We see Cassian and K2 in the cockpit. That's going to be the hardest change out of them all. And then we see Base, Chirrut, Bodhi. Is Bodhi the pilot's name? Bodhi, I think it is. And, oh, no problem. Football is welcome just as much as LEGO Star Wars. We've got another 13 minutes to the LEGO Star Wars stream kicks off. So I do enjoy some football. All right, a little asterisk on that. I enjoy some football when we're not waiting for VAR. Oh, when are they going to fix that? Can't wait for the engine mod videos to start showing up. Oh, I'm sure if you're looking for them, you can find some engine modifications already, because there's these 3 bricks here, which actually I've got my own. So a few people have recommended, 3x3 bricks, which I've got a few handfuls of, but there's actually these engines that come on the Onyx Cinder, which have this little tube on the inside. And I want to know, I don't know if I'll be able to measure this anyway, besides building something out of them. I think they're only a brick tool on the inside. So you could do a straight swap with this brick, with one of these bricks just at the back here. Well, actually, is that pushed into the tiles? You might need a plate underneath that. But you could definitely do a straight swap with these, and that just might help it gradually come down a little bit. Or 2 of these back to back, front to back, and you might be able to get the whole engine covered. So I'm happy that I got a few of them from, I think, the Onyx Cinder. We also got some in Jedi Bob's Starship. The championship needs VAR. I cannot fathom how it is building up to the Premier League, the amount it costs Luton just to be able to use VAR, and now they've gone back to not using it. I'm sure it's not long before it spreads out, especially with the new automatic thing they're testing, but yeah, the whole point of VAR was to stop stopping in play, but we feel like we're waiting for VAR before we can continue doing anything. Already sorted the engines. Yeah, there we go. Engines are sorted, but the rest of it looks nice. That cockpit needs fixing. We've got 4 studs wide. That's enough for 2 minifigure heads to pop up. K2's actually going to have no problems. K2's only 2 bricks wide, so that's the left 2 bricks. But if we can use some jumpers, maybe even set them one in front of the other and lower it down. This empty space here, in M&R's review, honestly, regardless of what you think of M&R, go check it out, because it's a really professional, well done video. And it just made me want the set even more. I'm growing impatient to get it at this point. But in his review, he took a look at the back and the front. And one side, can't remember which, has a little ramp in it that's just to get the angle, but it's bricked up on the other side. So if we can knock through those walls, maybe even do the same at the front. We're going to have to support it. We saw with my troop carrier, which has since been broken down and is behind me in drawers, the ships only really need 1 brick tube to go through them. That carrier was as big as the Onyx Cinder, and it was all being held together with snot techniques, brackets, and different plates on different angles. So I'm sure this U-wing, this side, is holding up a lot more than you might think. So we can get rid of some of the bricks in the middle, lower those seats down, and hopefully get at least 8 minifigures in this set. I think 6. I think 6 is fair enough, but 8 would be extra special. So hopefully we can do that. I guess if you just sit minifigures back to front, you've already got 4 in there, and then fix up the cockpits. But come back to the Premier League. It's meant to fit 25,000 people. That's a good point. That will bring the numbers with the away fans alone. I remember seeing Luton was very popular for the away, well, as a non-Luton fan, for the away games. A load of people go in there. Yeah, by 2027. Oh, yeah, that's so 24-5. Then you've got 5, 6, 6, 7. So you've got 2 more seasons to come back to the Premier League. Hopefully, it runs smoothly. All right, on to the brickheads. And then we'll check out the giftwood purchases as well, because I do think there's a bit more to some of the giftwood purchases. But Brickheads we've talking about. Don't know why Rey's here instead of Kenobi. Happy we're getting that, Padme. Hopefully it means we're getting a minifigure sometime soon. 2 years' time. That's 2 May 4th gift with purchases as well. I always say that. I always go by how many May 4th gift with purchases. In a couple of weeks, it'll only be 1 gift with purchase, the 2026 one. But I really like this. The fact that Grievous and Palpatine and Anakin, Sith Anakin, have the same eyes, I think is a little unsettling from Grievous's point of view if you stare at it long enough. But, you know, we'll just gloss over that. Grievous looks amazing. Windu looks amazing. For as simple as some of these brick heads are, well, Anakin's hair is by no means simple, but the rest of it looks pretty simple, but they're just done so well. The only thing is, if you get rid of the printing, Anakin, maybe it's the lightsaber, maybe it's the hair, maybe it's the Sith eyes, is recognizable. Palpatine, you get rid of the lightning, you get rid of the eyes, you get rid of that little clasp holding his cloak together, you're going to recognize Palpatine. Same for Grievous, and actually same for Windu with the robes going down on each side. But Padme, Padray, we dub her Padray. Not the only brickheads. Luke, genius, having the studs in the middle so that you can still get the brickhead's eyes underneath. I think that is pretty cool. Also the 2x2 tile on the torso, as well as the 2x4 slope. Pretty sure it's a 2x4 slope on the head. That's pretty nice. Two printed pieces in a brickhead. I turned around to find Captain America and Iron Man both with 3 printed pieces each. But outside of Marvel and Wally, that's unheard of, getting multiple printed pieces. I do think for a tenner, this ain't half bad, but there'll definitely be people picking up 2 of these, switching the gloves to white and making a little half one to go with the UCS 8080. A minifigure's tiny. Get these brickheads in. That's going to look really cool on display. I think that's all of the new sets, isn't it? We've got a few other Avengers Final Battle we talked about a while back. Is anyone picking up the F1 cars as well? The F1 collectible race cars? Because they do have QR codes you can scan on the bottom. Lovely that they're staying with these collectibles. Odd collectible race cars, a CRC rather than a CMF, but you do get the little minifigure, not minifigure, the mini block bodies with the helmets, and the helmets are really nice. If you do have a few other minifigures you can whack them with. And 28, most of those have probably been Star Wars, though I'm sure there's something. There's bound to be something announced. We took a look at Iron Man and Spider-Man, not on stream. I think I posted some pictures and talked about it briefly in the members Discord as well. Do you think Kylo Ren would have done better as a bust as opposed to, you know, a helmet? Would this have looked any different? I don't think Kylo Ren exactly would be, but I'd be interested to see with like a B1 battle droid or C-3PO if we could get a bit more. I don't think a battle droid would be easy, but Grievous even. Grievous's head, a bit of the torso, and then legs, and let us build the legs. I said legs, I meant to say forearms, and then let us build the legs and anything if we want to, because you're making these sets more affordable than a giant Iron Spider-Man or an Iron Man character. But yeah, Chopper, definitely got my sights set on Chopper. How much is 3PO? Let's have a little look, because 3PO might be, oh, so close to the May gift with purchase. What set's 20 quid? Well, maybe if you did want those 2 Lukes, you can get the 3PO with it as well. There are so many Star Wars sets. Where am I looking? Oh, sets by theme. They're always switching up the wording on their site. Star Wars. Maybe it's me eyes. There's so many sets. So many sets that are so near the gift with purchases. Like you're getting 2 £70 sets, 2 £60 sets, and you're so close to it, which is where the brickheads and the keyrings come in. It doesn't look like, unless we find out in the stream later on, it doesn't look like the C-3PO keyring. And who else was it with the C-3PO keyring? I can't remember now. Which players do you think we should sell? I tell you what, I have enough time struggling keeping up with the West Ham players we've got coming up and coming in, going. Which ones are on loan and which ones we've sold. I could not give you a handful. We've been doing, in my family, we've been doing a fantasy league for quite some time now. And it's got to the point, I set it up at the start of the season. I just let it glide out and see how well I do by the end of the season. because trying to keep. I think it was fine back in the day trying to keep track of all the players when I was watching so much, but now working, building Lego, my focus is all over the place. So you might not need to. I don't know how many players you've sold since last season, because that was, or two seasons ago, because I mean that was a squad that got you into the Premier League. Commander Cody as well, another £10. Coruscant Guard gunship just off. A lot of these sets, a lot of these expensive sets are reduced and you get bonus points back. I've got like 600 points at the minute, so it's not going to be much helpful until May 4th is come and gone. But there's not a lot. Star Destroyer gets you straight up to that maximum gift with purchase, unless Lego reduce it for May 4th, which I can see them doing, giving you a bit of money off the Star Destroyer so that you have to buy another set. That's smart. Even if they drop a fiver off it, 144.99 puts it a penny below, and you need at least a keyring to go. Icomb have said if you stay up, we could buy. I like the way all the transfers are rolling in now. If you do this, it's 100% the club's not as willing to get rid of the player, but if you're able to do it and they're impressed, you can have them because they know they'll make their money. Falcon, Dark Falcon, another set. Lego are going to knock a little bit off. All right, now as we're getting close to yesterday's video, I was watching it back to make sure it was all good. I responded to a handful of comments, I think, actually, of people that were watching it straight as, so maybe I should do more premieres videos. But Borden Attentive was there, completely missed it, and I have no idea what price it was. That might have been a good one to pick up. I'll have to go back and have a look if they have if they ever have a 3PO, get them to. Cool. All right, just before we hop back into this stream and take a look, I will have it playing up. I can hear it. Actually, I can't hear it because I had it muted. We got some nice Star Wars music playing in the background, so I'm sure that'd copyright me if it was going for it. Hopefully it's not coming through the stream right now. It's not meant to be, but gift with purchases. All right, Millennium Falcon mini build. We have lost. Where's the Falcon? Did I bring that down? Oh, I brought it down in the last stream. Here we go. 1 minute to go. Almost there. We've got the Falcon. I've built a custom display. Don't worry. When May 4th comes around, I'll probably do a little short on how to build this display if you do get the Falcon, because this looks just as good as the midi scale version, and say it with me, doesn't take up anywhere near as much space on your shelf, which I feel like I've been repeating that quite a long time. Maybe it's because I don't have much shelf space personally, but this isn't going to be built for much longer anyway. So I will have the instructions to that out. It's a nice build, and these 3 elements here, we've also got some landing gear. I didn't show this off originally because we hadn't actually got 360 images, but I've got some really nice landing gear on the back, and I did nail the engines perfectly when I did the original video. But we've got 3 dark red quarter tiles, which are not impossible to get your hands on, but they're also not too common either. It seems the live stream is kicking off. All right, as they're introducing it, let's hop over to the next gift with purchase. Woo! That desk looks sick. Look at all those sets. They've got the gift with purchase back there as well. There's 800 questions in the chat. Yeah, good luck going through them. Second gift with purchase is this Jango Fett coin with the Jango Fett starship. And we've also got Camino training we've taken a look at. And £145 ain't bad for the threshold for that. All right. We got a few model designers. Daniel, I missed the first person's name. My bad. When am I getting married? Oh, when I can afford it with all the Lego. They're revealing them on the Lego website, so you'll be able to see these today. UCS. Let's see if any of yous are in the chat. I don't know if this is a Lego only. Just to prove we're watching this live. What's my name? Amiable Tomato? When did I set that up? Let's name my fiance Taylor. I missed one. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Thank you very much. That's me. I'm in the chat. Oh, look. Shopping bag. Does this link through to, what do you think? Shorts, TikTok? They're probably sharing this everywhere. I need to get into the vertical streams. Oh. So what they're explaining is like all the features on this stream, which are a bit different to your typical live streams. You've got a share button at the top. I think that's on the other page. But the heart button, when a set pops up, the heart button produces a link that goes through to, gives you a link that allows you to wish list a set, which I think is awesome. Carla, Taylor, not Carla. My pronunciation was probably a little off with that. Don't worry about it. So these are two designers. I'm assuming one of these is the UCS Django Starship. I think it's crazy for Lego designers to be, you know, what do you do to prepare for becoming a Lego designer? Because they just go along and, you know, you can apply to it, sure, and there's a few different workshops. They've had a few different TV shows doing it, but most of the designers probably planned a completely different future in mind, especially when you're looking at education and all that, and suddenly end up being a Lego designer. It's not something that I planned for necessarily. Mistress and Master. Sounds like Doctor Who villains. Doctor Who. I didn't even think of that with Master Molder, you know. Oh, how to become a designer? That's the question. Oh, there you go. So this guy doesn't have an education in design, so you don't even need a design education. The West Ham Galaxy bring peace and championships. So Daniel's been here for 1.5 years, and again, sorry, didn't catch the other guy's names. Been here for like 5 years. Oh, Daniel! Daniel was the model designer for something. Daniel's got to be for the Slave one. Daniel Logan is the name of the kid, I believe, that played young Boba. Pretty sure it was Daniel Logan. Hopefully I ain't got that wrong. And yeah, Daniel's the set designer and all. So if Daniel is the set designer of the UCS set, then this will be the person in Munich and Paris that will be signing the set. I don't know if Daniel designed all these sets. Let's test out the link. Oh, there you go. So someone's hit the heart and it's given us this 8080 driver helmet link. That takes you through, no doubt, to... Let's give it a go. Yeah, it takes you through to the page and that's where you can wish list it. I need to update my wish list. I think I've got most of it just set behind me. So the inside's been created differently. If you aren't aware with the helmets, I know the back of Boba pops off quite easily. A lot of the cores, check this out, are hollow. So this is a complete interior. Look, I can get my finger all the way in there. And it is quite hollow on the inside. But they've switched up how they've built the core. I'd be intrigued to see. I might have to watch someone building it. Oh. The live stream seems to be, not our live stream. Our live stream seems to be fine. The Lego one, I don't think it can hold. What was it? A few thousand. It's gone from 5,000 to 7,500. Car. There are more people in here at the minute than there are subscribed to the channel. If you're watching, you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. Shout out to all you that are. So Daniel did build the Django helmet. I wonder if Daniel built the AT-AT as well. Let me get that up on another tab. Does Taylor support football team? Of course, West Ham. Let's go. It actually is West Ham. I'm not just saying that. It is, of course, West Ham. Hey, sequel fans. When I say I'm a sequel fan, I am a big prequel trilogy fan. I'd never say I'm a big sequel fan because I don't follow along with most of it. Have they not? Have Brickset not got the AT-AT helmet yet? But yeah, I'm a fan of the sequels as well. I do like them. Oh. The Kylo helmet is also different. I still don't know about those wedges on top. Oh, so it's less round, which is why the slopes have been used. I still don't know about the slopes though. The slopes have been made to make it appear seamless. Yeah, Brickset don't have the AT-AT driver helmet. Oh, they're missing a helmet. Somebody's got to let them know. But it does tell me the detail. No designer. No, yeah, it does. John Ho, never mind. All right, that one's not Daniel, but at least the other one is. Oh, just shot up another 10 subscribers. Shout out to all you watching. YouTube slowly catching up. Confirmation that the decorations on the Kylo helmet are printed. So they push for them to be printed, which is nice because it is ultimately down to the designers. Well, and then some. You thought on having Padawans and children. Not yet. We're the same with marriage. Spending too much money on Lego at the minute. Oh, so, all right, I do have to apologize for the printed tiles then. So what Daniel's saying is with the Kylo Ren helmet, originally they did want it to be brick built, especially those lines that go around. And they actually had a brick built model. I don't know if Lego ever got a brick built model, but it was just way too big, so it didn't fit in the Lego set. Okay, that's quite nice. He's been asked, how do Lego get the ideas of what to make into sets? And his response is no idea. He doesn't know. So he gets the opportunity to, you know, select which sets to build, I guess, and gets asked to build certain sets. So it's a collaboration between Lego's lead team. Obviously, designers still get the chance to like turn down. Would you ever turn down a Lego build if you were asked to build a Lego set for Lego and Star Wars? Would you say no? Would you say no? I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't dream of saying no. So it's the lead Lego designers. They didn't say designers. I can't remember what they said, but heads at Lego meeting with Lucasfilm, not just Star Wars, but Lucasfilm in general. And they get told which sets to build, basically. Similar to other toy companies, Lego have put out for a few sets previously that they get the opportunity to ask. Sometimes Star Wars will go, have you any ideas? And Lego, you know, check out all these builds. Oh, elements designed for something else. What have they got? The ski poles at the front, of course, iconic. Also, I don't know if you saw that, but look at these 1x2 slopes, which were first debuted in the Small Forward Anglia for Harry Potter, but they've got them in black here, which Might be a new colour. I like how it is with the wings up, though. The wings out looks cool, but the wings up... Oh, the big challenge was to get the wings. I don't want to be repeating everything. I'm going to be talking about my own stuff as well. But what are you saying about the minute is the wings. They're vertical at the minute, and the challenge was to get them to stay there and then lock down at that specific angle we see throughout the sequels. Which you can see they've just built a few plates out, and definitely it's just trial and error getting them to stick. But it is really nice. I wonder if this... Oh, look, it's signed. I wonder if this is the exact one they're giving away. They just sent a built model in like this giant wooden crate and then are showing it off. Look at that. The other side, we've got the Grogu Make and Take. I think that's next to the Grogu brickheads. Is it that big? We had the Revenge of the Sith brickheads, and we also had the U-Wing. Come on, show the head feature. That's what we're here to see. That is so detailed, even compared to R2. R2's sick. I'm not going to talk bad about R2. I can't. Not in front of R2. But you can see with R2, there's a big wedge slope here used. And that's it. Oh no, look, we've got a few longer plates along the side as well. But I'm sure Chopper's got that. Whereas Chopper's got some wedge elements, a lot of snot technique, a lot of greebling. R2's got a ton of greebling here as well. Let's line up the light with the two suns. But yeah, I didn't realise how much greebling R2 had. Now that's impressive. Hello there. Yes, the Star Wars logo. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'd need this. Would we? Do we need this? It's a really nice build. That is 1-for-1, the Star Wars logo. Look at that. 2 yellow, the same tile from the Kylo Ren ship in black. And again on the W's, making use of this element. Give us a rounded one with some grills in. That's what we need next. There's half a plate. Half a plate. What's that? 0.4 millimeters there that are just off. No, that's... No. Yeah. 0.4. The Greebling's good. I don't know if any of you have seen. There's a lot of 2x2 round bricks with the vertical lines on them. Let's see what we've got. These bricks here. There's a lot of these bricks, which are really nice with the lines on it. And that's really all you need for Greebling. You don't even need snot techniques. Some of the bricks that you can get off the pick a brick wall. Chat seems to be enjoying the Star Wars logo. Let's see. All right, a few of the prices. Star Wars. Oh no. We've broken it. Shield your eyes for a moment. Let's go down. That's the problem with the Lego website. It's not just this chat. The whole Lego website does this. Oh. Lego in here. There are so many. I'm sure a few of you watching are probably in this chat as well. Even a few of you on demand probably coming back. I'm liking all the names. Proud Garlic. Caring Tofu. Bold Milk. Sleek Onion. Imagine if YouTube names had to be like this. Cozy Potato. Dynamic Radish. And I like the numbers. Does that mean there's 940 Caring Cheddars? All right, gift with purchase. I don't think I'm meeting the bottom. Look. There we go. So these 3 minifigures confirmed are gonna be exclusive to this set. But for how long? For how long? The KE9, the KE9 Enforcer? Isn't it KE8 Enforcer? Am I nitpicking? Definitely. Your KE8 Enforcer, fair enough. I've had a slip of the tongue a lot more than that. I probably even misheard that. He probably said KE8 and I've heard KE9. Do you think Lego will go to football? Character building used to do some really good football, but at the minute, Premier League teams are held by Bricksalls. Lego, if they wanted to, could buy out Brixels, no doubt about it. But I don't know. We've had like the Old Trafford for United. We've had Camp Nou, and I think another one as well. But I'd love to see Lego do football, especially because Lego could do, you know, a collectible minifigure series of the Premier League. Oh no, they'd have to leave some. They'd have to up it from 12 to 16 to 20. But they could do Premier League, CMF, and then do more and more. But I think I like the fact that Brixels do it, because I think they're more of a local brick company compared to Lego, who are global. And then which football do you pick? American football, English football, European football? Do you pick one of the countries, or yeah? It's nice. It's nice. They've said it's quite hard building this. I think this is like an 8+ poly bag. We were laughing about this earlier on, because what do these mean? 9+, 10+, 10+? Like, is R2 really going to be the same as the Falcon? I'm blocking out all the sunlight now. Lunged into darkness. Oh, the other designer, not Daniel. Sorry, I don't know his name. He's not Daniel. Not Daniel saying about how he has a bunch of different elements that he always uses in sets. There you go. A Kenilworth Road set. Could you imagine though if they wouldn't even need to sell the bricks? I tell you what, check on Rebrickable. Football does have a big overlap with the Lego community. Walking into, you know, West Ham stores, I'm sure Luton probably have a few brick sets. They must do. Oh, Mando sets in the. Are we going to see an exclusive Mando set? There's the Grogu make and take. Weren't the brickheads. But I'll be intrigued to see how big it is compared to the brickheads. Time for the UCS Starship. Slave 1? Slave 1? Batu? Jackson Hughes is the designer of this set. Who's talking now? I mean, getting asked to do a ship like this is insane. Especially having Boba's Starship not too long ago. Where's the sun gone? Come back. The blue section was the hardest. I tell you what, same. If you didn't catch how we got these blue, because these pieces don't exist in Lego a lot of. Actually, I found out a lot of them do. Most of them do. I didn't realise that at the time, but I 3D printed any of mine that I couldn't get. Can't miss the seismic charge. Do designers get a free set? Because that would be nice if, like, that was his copy. Obviously, that's probably in a Lego studio somewhere. I doubt he's recording in a room at home. But that being said, if that is his set to keep, Luton don't have Lego. Oh, gap in the market. Maybe someone local can fill it in. Sneak peek at the Death Star. Can we see something about the Death Star? UCS ship is pretty cool. Oh, cheers. W. Big dub. Big dub, big sub. Same legs for Boba and Yoda. Is that the first? Is that the first small legs? Was Yoda the first minifigure to have small legs? That makes sense. And then they later used it for Dobby. I assume Boba had different coloured legs, but why now? Why? Why the Slave One now? Attack of the Clones. The anniversary was ages ago. It is interesting why they chose this of all prequel builds. Also, Lego have been wanting to redo Boba's Slave 1. I don't know if they've been wanting to do Django's, but they've been wanting to redo that. It makes sense. The Falcon come out, and then we get a new Falcon. Hello there. But they've been wanting to do Boba's. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. They've been wanting to do that for a while and got the chance to do Django's because every other year we get original trilogy, original prequel, and then May 4th has always been original. This is a lovely surprise for 2025. And hopefully we can see a few more prequel UCS sets. Getting the Death Star this year, maybe, just maybe, we can get another prequel trilogy set next year. Hopefully, at least. It's all spam to fix the clone helmets. Oh, the helmet holes, not the helmet holes. One based on the previous UCS, or was it a complete build from the ground up? Oh, complete build from the ground up, sure. Or did they go backwards? So, two UCS sets. Who is doing those emojis? Two UCS sets that are going to be given away. I didn't realize YouTube has a little heart feature as well. Three hearts for every comment. Greek yogurt. The names. What was? Oh no, hold on. I'm Lucky Burrito. Someone else put hello there. That's my thing. Kenobi's thing. 1, 2, 3. The both of us, Luton Town and West Ham Stadium. Tell you what, I'm going to do a little bit of digging actually. The football stadium, see, because I'm pretty sure Rebrickable, great place for instructions. If you are looking for them, they probably won't be free. But what's that say on the top? The rangefinder. The fact that that slots out, and I also like the fact that it's not connected the bottom bricks. Yeah, let us know what it is. What's it say? What's it say? Is it no step? Like you see on planes, it says no step. What's that at the top? Not bad. I tell you what, I like the TIE Fighter build. All the different clips. Oh, look at that frying pan stud holding everything together. I really like that yellow bar. So taking a look at the old Slave one, as they're talking about this, look. So we kind of get this disconnected piece. I mean, you could build an extra like stud and a half. There is room to get more there, but it is very disconnected. That just flush of yellow, which is so nice. Plus, this is my custom model. So I forgot to show this off in the video. Can't believe I did. We've got 2 seismic charges. Can't believe they didn't put a sound brick in. Printed stickers? I think it is stickers. At least the 2x2. The domes might be printed, but I think besides that, chances are Lego like to, anything with a slope, especially anything rounded, likes to be printed as opposed to stickers. He's making a good point. So Boba's Django's Starship, the fire spray. Why do we have to say who it belongs to? The fire spray. Ships get stolen all the times, but the fire spray is affected by gravity. You can see this wing It's a bit rusty. Maybe it does need to clean up the joint, but it is affected by gravity. But there's no gravity in space, just like space is a vacuum. There's no space for sound. So it's one of those movie magic things that the wings are affected. I guess it's more so on the planet because they're being held by gravity. They rotate on the planet and then they fly off into space. I don't think, I mean, if they docked in space, if the Firespray docked in space, would it dock like this? Or would it rotate? But if it rotates in space, it would rotate like that. Unless it does have a little motor in it. I don't know. I don't think that's exactly what Star Wars designers are thinking of. I want to know what the budget is of working on a set like this. So here we go. Win one of two signed sets. Just make sure it don't give away any details. Tell you what, let's pull this one off. Where's the box? Oh, hold on. I've just pulled it off. 50. There you go. 50 points. They've just said it. 50 points for it. I don't think 50 points is too bad. The company that also does Lego. So the one I got the West Ham from is called Brixels. But the one you can get instructions from, cheers that unknown guy, thank you. The one you can get instructions from is Rebrickable. I will, actually, so they're going over the gift with purchases just now. Let me see if I can drop a link. Drop a link in chat. This will be over in the YouTube chat for anyone on Twitch. There you go. So this is a page to my mocks over there. If you search, that's cool. That's cool. It didn't do it in rehearsal. But yeah, if you follow that link, then search for, I guess, Luton football. No problem. But it spins. Lego do like a spin. So I've got down here, let me get it out for this stream. I've still got the key ring from last year. We got the... Oh. The book. The book. Not the book. We forgot about the book. Triple loyalty points when you buy the creative... I can't remember what it's called. I mean, they've tagged the page. David over at Solid Brick said it best. If you can buy a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci book just full of images of stuff they've worn, not even the actual outfits, which actually might be a bit more expensive, but if you can buy a book of a designer, costume designer, you know what I'm saying, and it's cheaper than this. Yeah, people really trying to Lego are really trying to push the book. I'll be honest, these designers, they've probably got given a book. There's probably a book in the office, you know, on their coffee table because they've run out of Lego space at this point. But full story of Lego Star Wars, it's online. It's online. I get this book is for, you know, people that aren't going to be sat there on their phones and just want something to sit there and say, oh yeah, that includes everything about Lego Star Wars. You remember that AT-RT with a giant 501st that never came to be? It's in there. That buildable B2 battle droid, it's in there. I think that is crazy to be able to say, but thanks to the internet, you know, this stuff is free. If you don't want that book, specifically for that book, and not much else, then, and the freebies actually, it's cool to get the box from the reprint of the original box that announced it. But here we go. Here's last year's keyring. And this was available. This was sold separately. I got to keep my eye out. It was in Argos that it was sold separately. So I got to keep an eye out to see if we can get the Slave one. But again, we'll head back to the shop from yesterday and have a little look. They're saying perhaps when Lego Star Wars hits 50, there'll be old pictures of them in it because you get a few designer pieces for it. All right, this for us insiders. We're all insiders, right? We're all in the club. Lego Insiders. 129.99. Oh, they're talking about all of these. So I think it's this right here, which is coming soon. That will be up shortly. I might just have to hit Control R. Yeah, there you go. Enter draw. Oh, these are the special coins. So this is a lenticular coin, dependent on which angle. Where did the Minecraft cards go? Oh no, these are more holographic. So these are holographic, but this is lenticular. So dependent on the different angles you're watching this from, you'll see it at a different point of view. Also got this stickers. Is this a pencil case? And look, even the stickers have 3PO's dual molded leg. That pencil case is pretty cool. In with the Fets poster. Joe Hogan. This is similar to the poster we got last year for 25 years. Flying with the Fets. It's an animated video. I haven't seen it yet. They play it at the end of this stream, but it's also on various social media. It should be on YouTube, so I'll have a little look at that afterwards. Let's see if we can pick that up. But yeah, it's a Lucasfilm official poster, so it's similar to last year where they've just commissioned an artist. They're not using AI. Ninjago. They're not using AI. What have they forgot? What have they forgot? Triple points on the book is only today and tomorrow. I don't think people are rushing to buy it. I don't. I mean, if you are looking to buy the book, triple points, you're going to want money off. Triple points gets you 15% off. Can you get the gift with purchase with a pre-order? No, which is why they're pushing wish lists rather than pre-orders, which is smart. You accidentally pre-order something, you know, you got to order it again. That's how it works. Where is this Lego? What was it? Flying with the Fets. The silliest part of the live stream. The Grogu headband. Ah, where's Grogu? Why does it look like it's got eyes that can poke out? Flying with the Fets. I'll be honest, I can't see. Hey, they slipped up. They said May 4th, not May 1st. Yeah, we've all done that. Headbands, make and takes, other things. Where are the postcards? Show us the postcards. Where are the postcards? Because I'm not a fan of postcards, but look at that, Camino. Solid. I saw a few, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but that's quite cool. Yeah, we've seen the designer events. I think they're echoing everything that was on one of these. There we go. Here it was. They mentioned this all the way down, and that's just echoing all of this that is up. So if you wondered about the points for the giveaways, insider rewards, pencil case, the poster, pencil case 1,000, posters 2, 2.5 for the coin. Isn't too bad. Not bad. And then the events again. You got the make and take from May 4th, May 2nd in Munich, May 4th in Disneyland Paris for the signings. And then we got the free Grogu headband, the passport stamp, and the art card running from May 1st to 5th. And it's sort of with Star Wars purchases, I'm sure you go in a Lego store, they'll probably give one out. And I'm interested to see if this will be available at Smith's. I've got a Smith's not too far away from me. Probably will be heading over there and seeing what they've got going. May 4th, maybe May 1st, probably May 4th. And if any other stores are running it. May the Force be with you. Indeed. So let's check out, actually, let's Flying with the Fets. Yeah, let's see what this is like. That's the UCS one. This is done like a proper classic show. Jango Fett with the arm print in. Boba with a mug. Hopefully that's not Geonosis. Don't see Jango around. So this is what the poster's of. Oh. Oh, we're safe. Been quite good. Rubricable don't do the stadium. Ah, got the new rangefinder actually. Just noticed that. Oh wow. Hold on. A little bit of stubble. Is that Django's head though? What does Django's? Django was clean shaven, wasn't he? Whose head is that? That's a new clone trooper head. BT's in sync for the Star Corps. Right. More clone troopers. Yeah, a Lego teasing that clone trooper head. Are we getting a new clone trooper head? After all this time, I feel like we've had the same one for quite some time now. We are overdue a similar one, but that was the stream. You know what? That was actually pretty fun. I had a lot more fun. I had a lot more fun than I did last year. So, sweepstakes are now open. Am I going to be going for a signed Jango Fett Starship? Probably not. I don't feel like it's a set that I need, especially with this. However, I will definitely be picking up £145 worth of Lego Star Wars come May 4th to get the clone training on Camino training facility, was it? Because I do think those minifigures are going to be real fun to include in my Camino mock that I am slowly working on. But before we get to Camino, I'm going to have to start building this transforming Vader's TIE Fighter. You are really pushing towards that 5,000. You all really want to see that transformer, don't you? Thank you so much again for that. We are just over 100 subs. We've got it by May. Let's go. Pushing for 5,000. And I think that is all for today's stream. So I will be back. Don't worry. We'll be back before May 4th, before May 1st even, maybe the day before, to talk about our May plans because I am super excited. But now I'm going to go have me some cheesecake. I cannot lie. I've been waiting for this for 2 days now. Yesterday we made it. Today really wanted it for breakfast. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. Come on, you Irons. Come on. Come on, Luton as well. Let's go. Friday. Don't forget that. I'm going to be one screen up with the Luton game, the other screen up with everything that's happened Star Wars Celebration, because we've got that coming. But cheers for hanging out with me. And if you made it to the end of this, thank you so much. Until next time, may the bricks be with you always.